ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
That's her being a blogger. More than a blogger. That's her being a blogger. You are more than a blogger. I am more. That's her being a blogger. All the bitches is my son. Okay,
What's up, squad? Am I live? It looks like it's a delay right there. What's up, squad? I don't hear the music. Hold on, let me see. Okay, I hear the music right there. Why I can't hear the music right now? I don't know. Let's see. The music is playing. I don't know why I can't hear the music there. It don't want to play for me. What's up, squad? Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm in the right place. Yeah, I'm in the right place. I can hear it over here though. Yeah. Interesting. What's up, squad? Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Let me make sure I can make sure I'm gonna be able to hear the show too. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. See if I can hear myself. Hold on. Let me share the screen. See if I can hear it. See if I can hear it. Hello, hello, hello. I can't hear it. Let me share the screen. See if there it is right there. I can't hear it. Okay, well, I don't have to share that screen. Hey y'all, come on in. Like and share as y'all get in here, please. Like and share as y'all get in here. It is a mess, honey. It is a shame and a scandal. We had talked about the Real Housewives of Atlanta yesterday. Where is all the Team Porsha at? Team Porsha, Team Shamea, Team Porsha, Team Shamea. Where are y'all at? Because everything that I said it, and I ain't taking it back. You know what? I like being right. I like seeing the whole internet follow suit and be like, yeah, Porsha on some bullshit. Porsha is on some bullshit. Okay. Y'all like, who is the pastor? Who is the brother? Who is the manager? Who is the this? Who is the that? Now, you know, we ain't gonna never know who the people are because Porsha don't never give no names, but we're gonna get started in a minute. Now, as we come in, like and share. Y'all see these people in the green? These are my channel sponsors. You can be a channel sponsor too. Just click that join button. If you are not already a member of my Patreon squad, you should be. We was over there on the Patreon earlier today. We had a long talk over there on the Patreon. So salute to my Patreon members for holding me down. I love y'all to pieces. Pink hearts in the chat for Mama Brown or anyone who is battling cancer or any other illness. We stand with you, friends, family, loved ones, brothers, sisters, fathers, daughters, husbands, wives, sons, daughters. We listen. We stand with you because you know, this caregiving and even seeing your loved ones go through it is you know, heartbreaking. But you know, you can do it. They can do it. You know, like I was telling my Patreon members earlier today, I be feeling like I gotta stay strong for my mama. You know, I got enough strength for the both of us, and hopefully y'all do too. Okay. Yes, child, you made a show. You made a show. Ow, you made a show. Yes, pink hearts, pink hearts, pink hearts. My Patreon is I am ATLien over there on Patreon. If you care, I also put it in the members only. I mean the community post for anybody who wanted the link earlier. Also, you know, we talked about the housewives yesterday, but it seems like this is an ongoing conversation. So look, here I is. Okay. The people been tagging me and tagging me and tagging me. They like Porsha had responded and yada 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 yada. But before I even get the Porsha's response, I need to know from you guys who actually watched the show. How do you feel about this battle? Okay, I know a lot of y'all think Shamea went too low. A lot of y'all think Porsha took it to hell. A lot of y'all think they both should be held accountable. A lot of y'all think it's just Shamea. But I would love to know in the comment section, whose team are you on? We got Porsha or Shamea. I don't just type it in the chat. I just want to see what y'all say. Shamea, Porsha. Somebody saying team. Shamea, Porsha is reaching. Porsha is lying. Like both should be held accountable. Shamea started it. Team Shamea on some bullshit. Porsha on some bullshit. Shamea. Look, it look like the tides have changed. It's looking like the tides have changed. And you know why those tides have changed? Because the people are listening to the people with sense. The people are finally paying attention to the people with sense. Now, listen, I don't know if y'all are new fans to this, you know, if K What's a Face brought y'all over or what, even though y'all ain't watching on Sunday night. But it seems to me that this entire situation with Shamea, this entire pile on, this entire episode where everybody is jumping on the I hate Shamea bandwagon is stemming from Porsha. Now, if you recall, I be trying, this the Nene News Network, and the Nene on a little break right now, trying to give her a little grace because she gonna be hot in August when they come back for girls trip. But I don't know about you, but this is kind of reminding me of the last season Nene was on right before Greg had passed, when Nene was in her house and she was like about to explode, and she was like, listen, I'm a caregiver. My husband about to pass away. Y'all acting up like y'all don't remember that everybody was against Nene. It was like they was trying to portray her as violent. They was trying to portray her as tearing the cameraman's shirt simply because she didn't want the cameraman to go in her closet. They was trying to portray her as almost putting hands on a pregnant Porsha, even though she did. Y'all don't remember that. It's feeling like this pile on of Shamea. Shamea is the richest. Shamea got all the things. And at that time, Nene had all the things. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And then it became, it was Porsha against Nene. It was Marlo against Nene. It was Kandi against Nene. It was this person against Nene. Everybody was against Nene. And we was trying to figure out what the hell did Nene do so bad that y'all are literally gunning for her. Like, this lady is suffering. She is a caregiver. And we know what it takes to see your loved ones going through it. And my thing is, they didn't even offer Nene a little bit of grace, not even a teensy bit. But hey, listen. I'm just like really in my feelings right now, because Porsha sat up there and called Shamea a snake, and she is the one over there hissing. Like, what the hell is happening? And what kind of spell does Porsha have on some of y'all that y'all think that Porsha didn't have nothing to do with nothing this season? She didn't have nothing to do with nothing. As soon as they talked about Shamea, Porsha walked out the room. As soon as, something happened, it was all Shamea's fault. As soon as, somebody asked Shamea about Porsha, Shamea was like, I don't want to talk about Porsha. But they kept gunning for Shamea, bringing up Porsha's name. They even called Shamea a lapdog in Porsha's face, and they said it's because of Porsha. And Porsha was like, who? It's because of who? And it's like, it's all Porsha acting innocent. Porsha acting like she did nothing wrong. Even when they was in Scotland at breakfast, when Porsha was like, oh, it was so great. It was so great for us to lay our differences aside and for us as women to come together. It was so great. And she's sitting there in front of Shamea, who was supposed to be her friend, who she can't forgive for shit. But Angela forgives Porsha for saying she'll sleep with Charles. Porsha forgives Drew for allegedly hanging around Dennis without her permission and maybe flirting with him. Like, everybody forgives everybody, but nobody can forgive Shamea. Like, what has Shamea done so bad that everybody is gunning for Shamea? Now, the gag is after Shamea dropped that bombshell. Hey, Sierra Content. After Shamea dropped that bombshell, honey, it's like everybody started digging up stuff, child. Everybody was like, oh, like mother, like daughter. Oh. And then they were saying, Porsha didn't want Pilar over there because that's her enemy. When they become enemies? Because, just a few episodes ago, Shamea was like the only reason she didn't invite Porsha to the party and she invited Dennis to the party was because Dennis and Gerald are friends and they hang out with Pilar. Then next thing you know, Porsha is pulling Pilar from the situation. Like, no, Dennis, you can't take Pilar over your friend's house. Dennis the daddy. And y'all keep saying, if it's my enemy, my baby can't go over my enemy's house. When they become enemies, what the hell did Shamea do to be her enemy? Now y'all mad that now Shamea has exploded and Shamea then brought up all this stuff about the mama, but it was Porsha that brought up the mama first. I see y'all, team Shamea, team Porsha. Porsha keeps playing in y'all face. I see y'all. Some of y'all starting to pay attention. Look, it was Porsha who brought up the mamas first. Everybody been talking. Listen, y'all be talking about Miss Diane don't be in the mix like that. Miss Diane been in the mix since Porsha came on the show. Miss Diane was in the mix. Miss Diane was in the middle of Porsha and Cordell's relationship. Miss Diane was in the middle of Porsha and Cordell's divorce. Miss Diane was in the middle of Porsha and Dennis' relationship. Miss Diane was in the middle of Porsha Simon's relationship. Miss Diane been just in the middle. Okay, she in the middle of Porsha and her half sister. Okay, so y'all be acting like Miss Diane ain't got nothing to do with it, but Miss Diane might be the puppet master. Miss Diane and went and got a BBL like Porsha. She done went and got. Miss Diane when they got all the things. Now they pulling all these receipts on Miss Diane, and Porsha is hot. Porsha is fire hot. She was like, that y'all can't be pulling the receipts now. He said that's what Cordell says, who was always truthful. Listen, Cordell said Miss Diane was sitting on his white couch in his bedroom eating a large pepperoni pizza, an extra large pepperoni pizza. How you gonna eat the extra large pepperoni pizza on the white couch and you probably hang on nasty and just pepperoni juices falling everywhere? Like, what the hell? Miss Diane didn't have no respect for Cordell house. That's why Cordell locked the door. Cordell locked the door. Then over at Simon's house when they was going through it, guess who came over there and snatched down the alarm system and the cameras? Guess who it was? It was Miss Diane and her living boyfriend who was living on Porsha's dime in Porsha's old house. That's who it was. They snatched them cameras down, had Simon in the back calling the popo. Okay, so y'all listen. Y'all be acting like Miss Diane ain't in it. Miss Diane is in it. And now since Miss Diane is in it, and Shamea then shook the table. Now Porsha want to clap back. Porsha mad. Porsha in her feelings. Porsha then posted all kind of things on social media. Posting and delete. It's like, why you delete it? Why you had delete it? She posted it on Instagram and deleted it. Then she posted it over here on Twitter and left it there. Hold on. Let me send it to myself. Yes, child. Porsha is mad. Porsha is angry. Porsha can't take it, honey. Hold on. We about to get into it. We are going to get into this. Okay, here's what Porsha said on the Twitters. Let me go to twitter.com. Porsha. What's Porsha name over there? Is it Porsha Williams? Porsha for real? I can't keep up. It's Porsha for real. There she go. So she left it up over here on the Twitter. Here it is on the Twitter. She left it up over here on the Twitter. And on the Twitter, Porsha over here lied. Porsha said, wait. Just catching up here in the Bahamas. Yo, I can't believe there are actually people talking about my mother, like she said in the episode. Did you hear what she said about my motherfucking mother? And mentioning my daughter in a negative way. Was this really worth it? Shamea took this too far. You're not innocent while you've got people discussing my mom because of a lie you told on this show. If we're going to discuss it, keep it between us. Now let's discuss you sleeping with your manager who's married to one of your high school friends, as well as a pastor in Decatur who's 100% on your roster. Not 100%, as opposed to what, 50%? As opposed to 25%? She said, along with many more. Let's go. So now Team Porsha seems to believe that Porsha is spilling tea on Shamea. That's what Team Porsha. Listen, can we not forget that Porsha is the one who always brings a bigger a lie to combat the truth. Okay, she always brings a lie to combat the truth. She did it to Kelly. Y'all don't remember when she did it to Kelly? She told Kelly, Kelly said, you sleeping with a married man. Then while she's sitting there with K. Michelle, she was like, well, I heard you sleeping with a married man. And then that started that whole thing. Y'all don't remember that? It's like Porsha can't think of nothing else besides who somebody else is sleeping with. Then the same thing happened with Shamea. When Shamea sat there and dropped that bomb about Miss Diane allegedly trying to sleep with her daddy, Porsha gonna say, well, first she was stuttering. Then she got her thoughts together. She was like, well, your mom slept with your dad's brother. It's like, girl, can't you think of something else, Porsha, besides who somebody else is sleeping with? Now here is Porsha now talking about she in the Bahamas catching up when we all know the reunion is finished filming. The reunion is finished filming. Okay. But before the reunion, they had already watched all the episodes. They didn't see all the episodes before us. They know what's coming. So she just catching up in the Bahamas. But she watched the damn all 3 episodes 3-4 weeks ago, and they done battled it out in front of Andy. Okay, all 3 episodes of the reunion is done, but you just catching up, and now you want to talk about who Shamea is sleeping with. Now you want to throw out her manager and this person and that person. Now you want to do that. Like, why now, Porsha? Why now? I mean, you didn't say this during the reunion. Allegedly, I don't know, because we ain't seen it yet. But it's real convenient for her to act like she just now hearing about this. She just now seeing her mama being dragged. She just now knowing this, that, and the third, and now she want to put this out. But listen. I want to show you this. Hold on. Like this video as y'all get in here. Please and thank you. Like this video. Now, how I get to my likes? Hold on. Trying to get to my profile. On my profile, I'm gonna share ATLien Brown. And then ATLien. And then I gotta go to my likes. How I get to my likes, Lord? Hold on. Okay. Y'all know I love receipts, right? And shout out to my squad member who tagged me in this. Shout out to my squad member who tagged me in this because I had to repost it. Because I said, look at this. This is exactly what I said Shamea or Porsha is doing by, dragging Shamea. This is exactly it now. Hold on. I want y'all to see this. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107. Copyright Act allowance is made for what? Fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? We are researching, okay? We are researching. Hold on. I don't even know what all y'all housewives connoisseurs in the chat. Y'all let me know what season this was. I can't remember, but it's Kandi spilling a little tea about Porsha, and it's gonna ring a bell to some of y'all. Now listen to what she say.
Throw me under the bus and continue to throw me under the bus and make up shit about me.
And that now that's Kandi talking about Porsha, throwing her under the bus and making up shit about her. And she was talking to Kenya Moore. Now why are we talking? Just keep paying attention.
Whether we were friends in the past and did what we did, when you take low blows and you say something about me, I'm gonna say something about you.
What she had said? When we take low blows and you say something about me, I'ma say something about you. Okay, listen, if you gonna come at me with the truth, I'm gonna hit you back with a lie. Okay, I know some people on the internet that do that all the time, and his first name start with J, Junkie. Okay, hold on.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Now Porsha wants to admit that she was lying as retaliation for what.
Oh, people lie as retaliation. Oh, is that what they do? You said got to pull mess from 8 years ago to prove a point. Well, hey, history repeats itself, does it not? History is showing you what someone's character is, does it not? Y'all always act like we can't go back in the history books. We can't use the archives. When I be talking about Junkie and the things he did, y'all be like, nah, get over it. That happened 10 years ago. This happened 10 years ago too. And what? Okay.
What was supposedly said about her.
And look at Porsha sitting. Look at Phaedra sitting there. Look, everybody sitting there. Everybody know Porsha is a lie. Everybody sitting there. Nobody saying nothing. Hold on, listen.
For what was supposedly said about her and Block. She keeps lying over and over again. Pinocchio over here.
So somebody brought the truth about Porsha and Block, and then Porsha gonna spin it and tell a lie about child. Look at here.
Going for broke with the bull.
In this particular instance, I will say that I wish my response hadn't have been as much.
Oh, so she admitted she lied this time. I wonder if she gonna admit she lied with her friend. I wonder. You said Porsha needs a vet to put her in her place. Okay, she need. Listen, I normally don't mess with Kenya Moore. You know, I normally don't. I think Kenya Moore goes too far. But where is Kenya?
But at that moment, I didn't appreciate it, and so I just unleashed.
At the moment, I didn't appreciate it. Just like she didn't appreciate her mama's tea being spilled in Scotland. She just unleashed. Now here we is, 3 days later, or even 3 months later, however long it was when they filmed that in Scotland. Now she gonna put Shamea stuff on blast. Why are you doing it now, Porsha? Why now?
What you say now? You can't make stuff up because you didn't like what somebody said?
You can't make stuff up because you didn't like what somebody said. Yes, you can. That's what people of low moral character do every day. That's what the snakes do every day. If somebody gets stuck, listen, to save their reputation, what they gonna do? They gonna lie on you. That's what they gonna do. They gonna lie on you.
It's true.
Throw me under the bus and
You
continue.
can't lie. You can't do that. But people be doing it every day, child. I've been a victim of it. Just lying and plotting. She lied on Peter. She lied. Look at Sheree making some sense. Look at Sheree making sense. And look. My squad member also gave me this. Hold on. We got more archive stuff. We going in the archives. And this comes from Kenya Moore. And y'all say I don't like Kenya Moore. I don't do Kenya Moore, all of the above. But I'm going to do Kenya Moore right now. How I get to it, Lord? How I find my likes? Hold on. That's it. I don't even know how to work the Twitters. Okay, there go my page. Okay. There go my likes. Okay. There it is, right? Okay. So shout out to my squad. Friend. Thank you for sending me this clip right here. Okay. Look, I don't never agree with Kenya Moore because you know Kenya Moore had threatened my life. Okay. Kenya Moore said she had a pow waiting for me after I exposed her and Britt. You know, Kenya is a hypocritical mess herself. But one thing Kenya did was tell the truth a little bit in this clip. Okay, listen. On the one hand, she said she was still employed by Bravo, which we knew was a lie. But on the other hand, she said what what Shamea said. So if you know, Shamea in Scotland has said that, she knows that Porsha didn't want her to be a housewife. Porsha has said to everybody that now we're just co-workers and blah, 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 blah. And it was interesting. So look. Somebody said, so let me bring this clip back from the Queen of Vindication, Kenya Moore, who doesn't lie. Well, she does lie, but I digress. It said last year, she told us the tea similar to what Shamea said at the dinner about Porsha not wanting her to be a full-time housewife. Hold on, listen. Y'all know the drill, copyright disclaimer, blah, 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 blah. Hold on.
I'll just tell you, I never felt that Porsha was supportive of her being on Housewives. They had asked me.
Wait. Did Kenya say this? Wait a minute, was Kenya telling us, look, was Kenya psychic? Because this was last year. Was Kenya psychic? Like y'all say, acting like Shamea was lying or something. All y'all said, Andy said that, Porsha wanted her on the show. And I keep telling y'all, Andy be lying. Okay.
To be on Housewives as a housewife years ago. And Shamea refused to do it or could not do it. I'm not really clear about the details, but in any event, she couldn't do it. She didn't do it. She did not accept the offer to be a housewife or to interview to be a housewife. And I remember a specific conversation being filmed where Shamea brought up something. Maybe it was her wedding. Maybe it was Porsha not being supportive of her. But I remember Porsha saying something to the effect of, why are you doing this? Why are you over here? Why are you doing this? Do you need the money that bad? And I think Shamea was like shocked. Like, what, where's she going with this?
And this was last year. Okay, this was last year. Kenya said she heard it herself with her own 2 years. That she asked Shamea, why are you doing this? Do you need the money or something? This is what I do. Okay, hold on. And Porsha said it was a lie, but apparently Kenya heard it too.
And the gist of the conversation was, can't you just let me have this and you go over and do what you need to do? But this is my platform. You need to go and either be my support system or go away. That was the gist of the conversation.
Listen, if you my friend, I want you to be wherever you want to be. Even if I'm on a show, you could be on that show. I don't care. It ain't my job. Listen, I don't own this show. Okay. I work here just like you could work here. Okay. I don't own McDonald's. You could work at McDonald's too if you want to. I ain't gonna be mad. Okay. I'm just gonna cheer you on. If you get to be manager, great. Promote me too, friend. Okay. Promote me too. So I don't understand, why is it that so many people are like, oh my God, why would Shamea want to be there if Porsha there? It's not Porsha's show. It's not. Shamea is in Atlanta just like Porsha is in Atlanta. Anybody can be on the show. I mean, I'm just saying, y'all are weird. This is funny, but hold on. Kenya, you was right this one time.
Now, I've been on that show, was on that show. Still am still employed, not on the show currently, but for 12 years. I've seen and heard.
Well, she's not employed. She's not employed. She got fired, but I digress.
A lot. I've never lied on anybody. Never. Y'all know that. I just remember thinking, is that a friendship or a relationship of convenience? Because a friendship, you cheer your friends on no matter what. And I just remember this saying that Oprah said before, like, if you have a friend that even shows you a hint of them not wanting you to succeed or climb the rung in a ladder, they are not your friend.
Oh, Kenya said something right for once. Okay. If you have a friend and you don't want to see them expand, regardless of where it is, if you have a friend that you're going to block their bag, you are not a friend. Didn't she block Nene's bag? Didn't she block Marlo's bag? Now she was trying to block Shamea's bag. What is it about Porsha that she feels like she's the only one? She could be the only star. She can be the only one from her hood to get out. She could be the only person who was married to an African. She could be the only one who has a mansion. She could be the only one. Okay, but as long as Shamea is a friend, she cool. But as long as she down here, she cool. But when she started to get right here, oh no. I gotta knock you back down here, because if you right here, you might be up here. And I don't ever want you above me. Okay. But we all know that Shamea done already exceeded all of Porsha's dreams and aspirations even before Porsha did. But I digress.
I strongly believe that. If I don't have a girlfriend that's on the sidelines and me like, go girl, you better do that. What can I do for you? I'm going to call the producers. I'm going to call the network. I'm going to do everything I can. I need you by my side. I've done that before for a friend of mine, to the point where I'm putting my own job in jeopardy, because I'm like, y'all should look at this girl. She is dynamic. She's beautiful. She is a housewife. She is the one you're looking for. And you're overlooking her and going so far out of my way. People were like, what is going on? What is the situation with you and this friend? Because she was somebody I truly cared about. She's my friend. And I believe.
And, Kenya was, trying to get a lot of her friends on. You can champion Kenya for that. She did try to get a lot of her friends on. They didn't make it though, but she did try.
She would be good in that role. However, that's not what I see with Shamea and Porsha. What I see is jealousy. What I see is somebody putting their foot on somebody's neck and saying, you stay down there. I want to be the queen of this. You go find your own thing, which is basically what she said. I mean, I think we already know what that is. It's not a friend. Anyways, no friend I would want to have. I'll just tell you.
Okay, and look, and let's not even forget. Look, Kenya said that, and Porsha wasn't mad at it. Kenya said all those things about Porsha. Kenya is still pissed off at Porsha because she felt like Porsha didn't support her in this Brit situation. But in the midst of all that, Porsha still had Pilar over there playing with Brooklyn. Porsha still had Pilar at Brooklyn's birthday parties, and Brooklyn was over at Pilar's birthday parties. But are they enemies? I don't know. But it's just interesting how everybody keep piling on Shamea, acting like Shamea is the devil, acting like Porsha isn't a snake, acting like Porsha hasn't been sneaky. And do y'all believe what Porsha has said? I don't. Because Porsha has been known to lie about a lot of people, okay? A lot of people to cover her ass. She even threw Phaedra Parks under the bus and rolled over it. So I don't know. It's just interesting. Let me see what y'all saying. You said no. You said no. Do you believe Porsha just now finding out since she in the Bahamas? Do you feel like she just found out that her mama's getting dragged? Haven't her mama been getting dragged for years, decades? One, her mama getting dragged a long time ago when Porsha posted that post about, hold on, let me see if did I screenshot it? Hold on, did I screenshot it? I don't think I screenshot it. When Porsha posted that post about how they mama wasn't friends and that Shamea mama had bought the daycare, was her mama getting dragged in? Who mama was getting dragged in? Because I mean, Porsha was the one who brought it up. Was she not? Here it is right here. Hold on, let me send this to myself. How I send it? Can it, will it go? I wonder if it's gonna go. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, it went. Now I gotta go back. So it's all behind me. I gotta go over here. I love the receipts, child. I live for a good receipt, honey. I live for it. Recently, okay, let me put that back. Okay, do that like that. So, on the show, they even showed these. Let me see. No, that's not it. Here we go. Oh, Is it? I can't find where it went. ATLien, that's a movie. Lord, where it go? Let me go out here and come back. Oh, it went to this phone. How I go to the phone? I sent it to the damn computer. Hold on. Okay, there you go. It's at the computer now. Receiving 2 photos. Okay, did it go? AirDrop. Why is it taking so long? Hold on, y'all. I don't know what it is about this Wi-Fi, but it's going slow. Okay, there it is. Okay. So, these are the 2 posts, or the posts that Porsha had made about Shamea's mom. This was actually on the show, and I was trying to find the original post, but I didn't look long enough. And here is, hold on, that's it right now. Okay, here it is right now. And y'all remember, this is what Porsha had did. I'ma just say this. I'm watching a new episode, Shamea Morton. Now, don't take it there. Don't imply shish about Diane Williams. I've been keeping it cute, quiet, and you can say, do, and say what you want in me, but hear me when I say wrong road, talking about, well, your mom thought my mom was a friend, knowing goddamn well what she did to my mom was highly egregious. Okay. That was the line. Okay. Uh don't do it. Keep playing victim, blah, 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 blah. She had posted this because Shamea was talking about, Diane had said, don't trust the dog to carry a bone. Then she got mad. Then she gonna bring both the mamas into it. How you gonna bring both the mamas into it and don't expect for it to come out eventually? You knew it was gonna come out eventually. The way she spelled egregious. Egregious. Okay. Um, but it is what it is. You said their moms be in the mix, but yet no one can speak on them. Exactly. Why can't no one speak on them? Same way Angela trying to make it seem like her daughter was an innocent victim of Shamea coming for her daughter when that's not what happened. Angela's daughter is a married grown woman. Okay. Angela's daughter had her own confessional on the show. Now Angela's daughter couldn't have a conversation with Shamea. Angela's daughter walked over to Shamea and handed her a bottle of water. And Shamea said, "Thank you. You're so much nicer than your mama." But now all of a sudden, don't be talking to my daughter. You don't know. It's like, girl, you just trying to find anything to come at Shamea about. And it's like one thing after the next, after the next, after the next, after the next. I'm really hoping that some of this comes. I'm sure some of this gonna come out at the reunion. I'm sure, according to Phaedra, at least on Watch What Happens Live, Shamea had the most receipts. But I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen, child. I hope Shamea don't leave. And then judging from all this drama, why didn't Shamea have the first chair? Judging from all this drama, okay, everybody has gun at Shamea since the second episode of the show. Okay, why is what's the face sitting first chair when she didn't do shit? She ain't did shit. Talking about a plot, talking about this, talking about funky vagina, talking about her leaky booty, talking about nobody cares what what's face got to say. Okay, it is what it is. I understand Andy like for whatever reason, Andy like the ratchetness, but for what's the face to sit right there when we know that seat was for Shamea is given that Porsha pulled some strings, and I don't care what y'all say. That's what it's given. Okay, you said you want Shamea to speak on it. She should. Where is Shamea? Shamea, speak on it, honey. Speak on it. Now, I would love to hear what y'all have to say about any of this. I would love it, love it, love it. Please click the link, chime in. Anybody can click the link. I know y'all be like, it's always the same callers. It's always the same callers because the same callers always click the link. Is you scared? Don't be scared to talk to me. I won't bite. Okay, I promise you, I will not bite. Team Porsha, you can call in too. Okay. Shout out to Peaches. Hey, Peaches, how you doing, friend?
Hey, Michelle.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I love your show.
Thank you.
It be so much tea. It's just like so much different tea. I mean, you got the sweet tea, the unsweet tea, the caffeinated. I love your show. But you know what? Portia need to stop listening to Phaedra. Phaedra is going to get Portia in some trouble. She didn't learn from the last time. She did not learn
Phaedra gonna get Porsha
from
in
the
some
last
trouble?
time. I think Phaedra is telling her to lie because Phaedra told her to
Ooh.
lie the last time. Do you remember? Do you remember?
I mean, I don't think
You
Phaedra
don't remember when
told
they
her to
made up the
lie. Phaedra
lie?
was being manipulative and told Porsha something that she knew Porsha was gonna regurgitate. She didn't tell Porsha what to say, but she did plant the seeds.
It's somebody whose brain she's using. This. Think about it. Her friend is a lawyer. They're very close. They're close, and I'm gonna tell you this as well. If you look at those confessionals, you can tell that Phaedra she got her hands in it. She got her hand all in it. Because every time Portia's supposed to make a point, Phaedra is like
Uh-huh.
cheerleading on. She's cheerleading
Oh,
on. She's cheerleading. Yeah. I
oh.
definitely think that.
Well, okay.
And I think she should stop because she's ruining her credibility. All of her credibility is going down. And I cannot wait until someone puts together a compilation of all her damn lies. All her damn lies.
Oh,
Like she
I hope Bravo
has
do it, but
told
you
so
know
many
they
lies
won't
over
because
the years.
Porsha is the princess right now.
This year she is, but 8 years ago she wasn't. Kandi called her ass out, the same thing that Shamea has to get up enough nuts to do.
Hmm.
Kandi called her ass out. She and the rest of the people was like, "Are you serious?"
You breaking up, Peaches?
Now, Shamea, I'm gonna need you to. I'm calling you back. Bye.
Oh, Lord, we couldn't hear Peaches. Hold on, we got voiceovers by Stephanie. Hey, friend.
Hey, Michelle, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, how are you? You look beautiful as always.
Thank
I
you.
was talking, especially the other night you had on your pink. Oh my gosh, I love that fuchsia.
Thank you.
I hope all is well with everyone in the chat. Let me just first and foremost to say this, because I've been a fan of Real Housewives of Atlanta for, when it's the first season. Nene Leakes, big fan of hers. And also was there watching Portia kind of like grow out of her shell when she was married to Cordell. And in the
Uh-huh.
beginning, I felt like Portia was like a little, like, how can I say it? She was kind of like nervous and not really knowing about TV. So I think with her doing like the apprentice and becoming more used to the public, she became more like, sure of herself and confident. But let me just go back to the situation between her and Shamea. We all watched the friendship grow, and we all saw Shamea was really a very good friend, very great friend to Portia. To me, she was a loyal friend. She loved her. They were like sisters. And I have to agree with the previous caller. I do believe that Phaedra has her slick viper hands into this friendship as well. I think Portia is easily to be, swayed and persuaded and stuff like that. And I also think that her mother has something to do with it as well. And she's going to, of course, be on her mother's side. But Portia is a grown woman. She can make her decisions, but I think that she's going about it the wrong way. And I do believe that Shamia was very hurt. Now, the only thing that I don't like what Shamia had done is she brought Portia's daughter into it, kind of like started off the conversation with that. And that part I did not understand. I just feel like she should not have brought her daughter into that, equation because it had nothing to do with how this thing unfolded about uh, the other stuff that she was saying about Portia not wanting to deal with her and, had all these other things to say about her not wanting Pilar to their home and stuff like that. Some other stuff that she had unveiled, but I do believe that Phaedra had something to do with. Phaedra's very slick, and I think she's pulling some strings. And I do believe that for some reason those two have an alliance, and it's something that they have on each other. I think they both know each other's business, like personal business. And it was just sad to watch, because I did see the hurt in Shamia's eyes, and it just seemed like she was like just over it. She just unloaded the clip and pow pow. So I mean, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, I'm still here. I'm still here. Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, how do you feel? I mean, I know that you have your thing about Porsche. I do like Porsche, but I do think over the years, like success has kind of gone to her head a little bit. So she needs to kind of like come back down and be like, be a little
Yeah,
bit
I don't
more
have nothing
close to
against Porsche.
humility.
I do. I don't think that. I
Mhm.
really don't think that Phaedra has a hand in it this time. I don't know though. She might. I don't know.
She, because the thing is that when you watch it, you'll notice how sometimes when Portia and Phaedra are together, she's given like Phaedra's giving her like a side eye, and then when Phaedra is with those other girls, when Portia's not around, Phaedra is a different person. She's kind of like more. I don't know, for some reason she's more engaging with them. Not saying she's not engaging with them when Portia's around, but it's just something. Phaedra is a little viper. She can be very slick, and I think that she's saying things to Portia behind the scenes to get her riled up. And I also think that her mother has a lot to do with it as well. And Portia's not thinking for herself. That's just my opinion. I think that she needs to look at they've been friends since they were like maybe in the like 5th grade or something, like since kids or something. Her and
Mm-hmm.
Shamea. I know it's been a long time. And they've been through a lot together. I do remember on one reunion where Shamea was trying to warn Porsha about Phaedra, but Porsha was not listening. And to me, all that thing that unfolded about the sex dungeon, remember when uh, Phaedra, she was kind of like making it seem like it was Porsha's fault, but it was actually Phaedra was the one feeding her all these lies about the sex dungeon. Remember
Mm-hmm.
Kandi was saying, "You and I never had a problem." She said, "You and I never had a problem," and she was hurt. She's like, "Is someone pulling your strings?" And it was Phaedra. Phaedra was feeding her a lot of. Phaedra has a large influence because people look at her as this phenomenal lawyer, and
Yeah,
she's
but
smart. She's
I
got
don't
all.
think she would. I don't think she would fall for it twice though. I don't know though, but I don't think she would do it again. I really don't.
Oh wow!
I
I
think
think
Phaedra got
Porsche
too
is.
much to lose. She was banished from Bravo and all the stuff that happened. I don't think she would.
Hmm.
I think this is all Portia's doing. Portia is the
You
one with the most
know.
power in this situation when you look at it. But I
I
don't
mean,
know.
do you think that maybe that with Shamea last night? Because remember, she said, "I'm about to pop off." Remember, she was like really upset, and I think she
Uh-huh.
did look at the fact that Kelly and Portia had made up, but for some reason seemed like Portia was avoiding Shamea, and it looked sad. And I felt bad for Shamea because I'm like, wow, she looked like, gosh, you're gonna forgive her, but you're not gonna talk to me, and it really hurt her because we did see throughout the years Shamea was a really great friend to Portia. She was loyal, she was very kind. She was loving, and she would always cheer her on, and whatever she needed her for, she was there. And it does seem like Portia just started becoming like more distant. And I think that Phaedra possibly could have had something to do with that. I don't know. But I
I
know they're all
don't know.
grown
Y'all, it's
women.
like y'all explain everything. No shade to you, but I just feel like
Okay.
people try to explain everything that Portia does away. Like Portia doesn't have a mind of her own, and it's gotta be somebody that's telling Portia to be deceitful. You know what I mean? I think
I mean,
whatever
I do
Portia's
see the
doing, she's doing it on
deceitfulness.
her own.
Yeah, I do see that as well. I do see at times where Portia, she'll get out the room because there could be things that she possibly have said behind the scenes that people don't know. Because for some reason, the way it looks like Portia is not saying anything bad about Shamea. I don't
Mhm.
know the way how they set it up. I don't know if the producers are like editing it. I don't know, but I do believe that Portia has. She's not innocent at all. I mean, we
Mhm.
saw how she did a thing with a lot of people. When Portia is upset, she will say lies. She will say things that are unfounded and that are not true. And then she'll turn around and say, "Oh, I did say that." One thing I don't like about Portia, I like her because I think she's fun loving and stuff like that. But one thing I don't like about her, she doesn't like to apologize or take accountability when she's wrong. And I think that she is wrong and she does. I don't know. I hope that they can mend things and possibly maybe try to, you know, become cordial, I guess. But it was so much that was said that they know so much information about one another. Then the mothers, they're battling. So it's like they were just divulging each other personal business all over the world. I mean, did you see the gas? How they
Yes.
all said, that was like just
Voice over.
crazy.
Look, girl, I appreciate it. Listen, we going down a rabbit hole, but
Hmm.
I appreciate. I got about 10 callers in the back. I
Okay,
appreciate
I'm
you,
sorry.
friend,
Hey, all right,
and
all
we'll
right,
think about some of what you said, but I don't know about
all
Phaedra,
right.
girl.
I
All right,
know. All right. Well, you have a great night. Good night.
you too.
All right.
Bye bye. Hold on, y'all. Hey, Shantae.
Hey, Michelle, what's going on? You know
Hey.
what? Let me tell you this. Phaedra ain't got nothing to do with it. Quit putting Phaedra in this. Phaedra doing her own thing now. She really been real cool this season. Like,
That's why
I
she at the
hate
end of
people
the
that don't
couch.
have no proof and
Mm.
start lying on people. Just start putting, oh, she's probably doing Phaedra got something to do with it. Y'all ain't got no proof. Bring the receipts. If you don't have no receipts, keep your opinion to
Just
yourself
like
because
just
that's
like
just
Portia don't have no receipts of all these people she keep talking about sleeping with like she accused Kelly of sleeping with some married man. We still don't know who that is. Now she accusing Shamea mama sleeping with the brother. She won't tell Shamea what name. Then she accused Shamea sleeping with the man. She always accusing somebody of sleeping with somebody.
Yes, like Porsha really is like I'm looking at her differently now because I really was a fan of Porsha. Porsha is becoming a snake to me now because I don't care how long I've been your friend. It's certain things. Now we battling over some stuff that happened 30, 40, 20 years ago between my mom and your mom. There's something happened 20 years ago. Neither one of them are still with those men. But Shamea is still with her husband. You trying to destroy this woman's present marriage. You divorced Simon for no reason because Nene Lee said she didn't know what the hell was going on with you. You just up and just talking about you finna divorce your husband. And then you got mad at Nene because she didn't run and kiss your behind. And you started a fight with her. And then you want to try to come on the show like you want to be all of that. You want everybody to look at you like you all of that. Nobody's looking at you like you all of that, Porsha. Because who are you dating now? Like, what are you doing? Sit down somewhere.
Everybody. She dating Mike. She dating Sway. What you mean? She got a girl and
yes,
a boy.
Exactly. You that came on the show with two people. Like you came on the show with an actor. That's how sad you getting this year. You came on a show with an actor that plays on what Country Wayne shows. Like this guy. What the hell? He's an actor anyway. He plays on all the Country Wayne skits. So we know he's an actor. So you already know you selling yourself short. Like, I mean, anytime people stoop to that level to come on a show like that, like, come on there by yourself. You know, you divorce your husband and send him back there, and then you probably set him up and send him back to Africa. Porsha is not innocent. She's very much so, but what she's doing to Shamea to try to destroy her marriage.
Have you also noticed that she hasn't been held accountable for anything? Like when you think about it,
people keep trying to. Because she came on the show crying, like because she act like she came on the show. Because how she came on the show, like she was so innocent about with her and her husband relationship, and everybody was trying to get it. Like, what is going on here? Like he was the bully in the relationship and made her look all innocent. So everybody's still looking at her like she's this innocent princess. You know what I'm saying? But Porsha is getting old now. She's almost 40, if she's not 40. She's a grown woman now. You know what I'm saying? She's got to be held accountable. How old is Porsha anyway? She's 30-something.
Like 45.
Oh, she's 45. Oh, yeah. I know she was up there. You know what I'm saying? She's 5 years.
Yeah, Porsha 45.
She's a grown woman now. So we got to quit putting these other people in her business and acting like she's not a woman. She's a woman. You know what I'm saying? And true enough, she's definitely jealous of Shamea. Why is she not jealous of Shamea? Shamea got everything, even though Shamea don't look at her life like that. She don't look at her life like she got it going on. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I feel like Shamea look like she's missing something. Why are you trying to Shamea gonna learn the hard way. Quit casing these relationships when they over with. This relationship between you and Porsha is genuine.
Shamea is too genuine. Shamea is too humble. You know what I'm saying? Like Shamea could literally come on and just be a rich wife who throw fundraisers, for the March of Dimes or something. But instead, Shamea want to roll around in the mud, and she want to be like these other women and get jobs and audition.
And if Shamea don't see what she working with and what she got, she's keep taking away from her character. You come on there, you come on the show, your husband buying you a brand new Rolls Royce for your birthday. Like your house is beautiful. Everybody like, oh my God, everybody in the show ready to be your best friend. You know what I'm saying? But then you come on like a student instead of a leader. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ready to look up to you, and then you come on the show like you a student. Shamea, if you be a woman, you born May 13th, be a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, quit doing it. Quit acting like you weak. You know what I'm saying? You weak to be in a friendship zone where a person don't even want to be your friend no more. Well, I hate that me and Gerald and talk to Dennis and we trying to see. No, if she don't want to be your friend no more, you got to accept that. And then sometimes I guess it's hard to leave relationship, I guess, after 20, 30 years. But this girl, like you said, like you just showed about Kenya. Kenya showed you she's been not supporting you with the wedding, the marriage, or whatever it was. She's been not supporting you. And then somebody else showed something one day where Porsha said something up. Somebody made Porsha mad. Porsha had left before Shamea got there, and Shamea almost was crying because Porsha wasn't there. Girl, what type of relationship do y'all really have? What is going on here? Like, I don't know how much you love this girl, but she just don't love you. And when love don't live there no more, I don't care who it is. Just time. It's time to go. Quit trying to make the friendship work. It's not gonna work anymore. But yeah, that's basically all I gotta say. But yeah, you on point, Michelle. Thank you for thank you for getting your little.
I try to have y'all think outside the box. I've been telling y'all this for about 4-5 months. You know what I'm saying? I've been telling y'all don't listen. Now it's coming to the head, and y'all like, well, Michelle was right.
Yes, thank you, girl. You did that. I'm gonna listen to the show. I'm jump back in the chat. Appreciate you.
All right.
Bye.
Hold on. College B-Ball said I didn't see, you said the way Shamea returned to the club like it was nothing. Speaking on P's child and mother was devilish. Watch it back. Her eyes were really empty. I disagree though. I think you might see something different. I mean, I'm just saying I could be wrong. You might have saw something I didn't see, but I saw the devil in Porsha. I saw Porsha become the same person she was behind the pulpit, being hypocritical, preaching about the gays and the lesbians and how we need to save them. That's exactly the tone that Porsha had when she was sitting there talking about she's a snake and her mother is a snake and I see it in her eyes and the way she was talking. If you think about it, it was the same exact tone. I need to pull up that damn sermon again. Okay, I really do. Okay, hold on. We got somebody else in the back. Hey, Truth, how you doing?
Oh, can you hear me? Oh, yeah, it's me again. I called you yesterday. I just got one point. The caller that said the truth, but there was something that I wanted to say, is how they treated Nene. At that last one, they all ganged up, which I think that's just, and I've been saying this for the longest, it's industry, it's Bravo. They tell them girls to pick on one person and everybody gangs up on them. Second of all, when it comes down to God, I had it in my head and I put it on comment somewhere. But what Porsha came out with her statement. First of all, Shamea been married to this man for 10 years or 7 years or whatever. So whatever receipts that Porsha has could have been years before that. If Shamea messing with a pastor that was married or whatever, and she wasn't married to Gerald, I'm not saying because I believe in marriage, but I'm just saying we all need to see receipts of that. Is that now or was that in the past when they were hanging together and they both was doing their own dirt? And a lot of people want to run with what Porsha's saying, but that's probably not nothing that happened recently. That's probably something that happened in their past. And Porsha's coming up with all this stuff from the past. And I don't like females like that. Don't be digging up no dirt on me and act like it just happened yesterday when it probably happened 20 years ago. So Porsha is a liar. The fact that Kenya, I'm not a Kenya fan, but Kenya was on point with that. Everybody know that Porsha is a liar. And that is it, and that is all. And she treated Dennis and his mama nasty. Porsha has treated a lot of people with nasty, even her own sister. If we all remember how she treated Lauren. She treated Lauren bad on national TV to her sister said she didn't even want to work for her no more. So we already know that Porsha cannot. If you can't treat your own blood and flesh with respect and dignity, imagine what you would do with a friend that ain't got no blood to you. Your mama, as I put in a comment with Jackie Christie was my girl when she said it about what you call him. Porsha mama treat her like a builder HOE. She needed Porsha as a cash cow. Porsha needed to take care of her mama because what her mama doing right now? What kind of franchise, what kind of entrepreneur is who her mama got right now? She need her daughter out here popping that behind and being on TikTok and being the industry plant so that she could keep her lifestyle and get them booty shots because I know her mama behind ain't like that. And that face ain't real either. Let's just be real about it. But that's all I got to say. I'm not talking about nobody mamas, but I'm just saying she talked about Shamea mama. And anybody want to act like it, I looking on other plants and other little vlogs or blogs, whatever they call it, and they all want to talk about Porsha. That's just because Bravo put all this money in this chick. and they want her to be elevated. When at the end of the day, Shamea, a real one, she got a real family. If you look at her page, she's got a real life, and her husband loves her, and they don't like it. And I said that yesterday, and that's the point. And nothing and nobody was able to stay by Porsha. So it ain't Shamea, why Dennis ain't with you, why Simon ain't with you, and let me tell you something, why Cordell ain't with you. And not all of them are wrong. They said when something's stink in the room and it follows you, then it's got to be you. And that's all I got to say. Love you, Michelle.
Love you too. Thank you. Look, Truth came in with that fire, honey. Okay. All right. Okay. For memory, I mean, just to refresh y'all memory for some of y'all who just came here. Here is what Kenya had said. Lord, here is what Kenya had said about Porsha. And then I'm gonna play Porsha's little speech. Hold on.
And Shamea, I'll just tell you, I never felt that Porsha was supportive of her being on Housewives. They had asked Shamea to be on Housewives as a housewife years ago. And Shamea refused to do it or could not do it. I'm not really clear about the details, but in any event, she couldn't do it. She didn't do it. She did not accept the offer to be a housewife or to interview to be a housewife. And I remember a specific conversation being filmed where Shamea brought up something. Maybe it was her wedding. Maybe it was Porsha not being supportive of her. But I remember Porsha saying something to the effect of, why are you doing this? Why are you over here? Why are you doing this? Do you need the money that bad?
This was from last year. This was from last year.
And I think Shamea was like shocked, like, what, where's she going with this? And the gist of the conversation was, can't you just let me have this and you go over and do what you need to do? But this is my platform. You need to go and either be my support system or go away. That was the gist of the conversation. Now I've been on that show, was on that show, still am, still employed, not on the show currently, but for 12 years, I've seen and heard a lot. I've never lied on anybody. Never. Y'all know that. I just remember thinking, is that a friendship or a relationship?
So there's that was from Kenya Moore, honey. Y'all know I don't see it for Kenya, but Kenya was telling the truth for once. Okay, she was telling the truth for once. And now I also want to remind you. I see y'all callers. I'm coming. I also want to remind you of this. Okay, y'all know that Porsha was at that table preaching. It sounded like, listen to it, because I can't play it because it's copyright. But listen to Porsha preaching right here. Hold on.
Real Housewives of Atlanta star Porsha Williams.
Oh Lord, hold on. That's TMZ.
The hooker on the street, the drug dealer, the person who in the hospital for trying to commit suicide, the gay, the lesbian. We're supposed to be trying to save them and tell them you are worthy.
You're supposed to be trying to save them gays and lesbians and tell them you are worthy. See, she sounded like she was just on the pulpit. The same way she was when she was sitting there holding court in Scotland at that table talking to everybody. Okay, but I digress. Okay, now she done saved the lesbian. All right, she trying to save Sway. I guess. Hold on, we have Graceful in the back. Hold on. Hey, Graceful, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. And how are you?
I'm good.
Great. So, couple of thoughts. I am not one of the ones who drank that peach juice that Porsha been giving everybody that they hooked and mesmerized. So I got to come with the truth. First and foremost, why is everyone acting like Shamea? Not everyone, all these people who saying, oh, she came for her child. She came for her child. She did not come for her child. Coming for her child would be something like, oh, Pilar, your daughter, that's why your daughter. It wasn't that kind of conversation. The conversation was somebody you could tell is a very sensitive person, a real friend, who was very hurt, and she's got to be strong because she's been holding on to all these things and have not said anything, knowing what was being said about her. She said, so while we're on this, why would Dennis told me that you said you don't want Pilar around my house and my daughter, with coming to see my daughter? That hurts me, Porsha. Why would you say that, knowing the kind of person I am? That is not coming for somebody's child. That is saying that you're so evil to the point that you will stop our children from having a relationship that, like, it's not even like that, right? So that's number one. And I don't understand. They did the same thing when they said she went for Angela's daughter. That is not a baby. That's not a child. She made one comment. She did not come for that girl. She simply said, "You're nicer than your mom," which was a fact. And that's it. And kept it moving. That's number one. Number two, I'm glad you showed her preaching, because I was going to bring up the fact that you got to remember people who preach are very charismatic, so they know how to pull it out of a bag, right? So that whole speech she gave at the table, even when she was talking about that fake speech about Kelly, all of that was performative. All of that was jabs. And if you cannot discern it, your discernment is off. All of that was meant to get to, pretty much poke at. It was to poke at Shamea. That's what that was all about. We got your friend now. We got her over here. Yeah, that's what that was about. And that's simply what it was. And the other thing that I wanted to say, I don't think Phaedra, it's not Phaedra, because this was happening last episode when Shamea first came on the show. It didn't have anything to do with Phaedra. When them women was coming and trying to do everything they could to get Shamea to drag Porsha, and she would not drag Porsha, they was calling her a lap dog. So how can you be a lap dog, perceived to be a lap dog, if you're not defending the person? So that goes to tell you she's been defending Porsha. That's why the ladies didn't like her at first, because they were like, you her lap dog. They wanted her to talk about Porsha, say some stuff, and she wouldn't do it. So she has been loyal. And I can see why Kandi like having Shamea as a friend, other than those rumors they say, I'm being honest, because she seems to be a loyal friend. Like, she's going to stick by you and do whatever, and we gonna stand 10 toes down with you. If they come to me bringing mess, I'm not gonna co-sign it. I'm gonna let it go. She was doing all of that, but when they would go to Porsha and talk about Shamea, Porsha never ever defended Shamea ever. Ever.
And let's not forget, she didn't defend Shamea when Phaedra actually said that Shamea was over there effing Kandi and Todd.
Thank you. She did not defend her then at that table. Yeah. So I don't fake that. And it was one other thing I was gonna say about it was something I was gonna say. I forgot. About the producing, because the young lady said something about the producers. I was gonna say, you all have to remember, she's Andy's baby. Okay. So yeah, she's helping them produce this show. She produced her own show. That's why it was a lot of breakdown on that show she had. She wanted to tell people what they couldn't say. Remember when she had that sitcom? She wanted to tell producers.
They told her families they couldn't talk to producers. I remember.
Yes. So it's like
Family Matters. Yep.
Exactly. And she's doing the same thing here. She don't think they're not having behind the scenes conversations. These things these girls are talking about and bringing up are backseat conversations. Now I said it, and that's it. That settles it. I'm team Shamea on all of this, and that's where it stands. And I commented under Porsha post that she made, and I said, girl, you the one who started talking about mamas when you talked about the daycare. You had us all on the internet trying to look up what happened with the daycare, to the point that people found out that a baby died somewhere. I remember that story at the daycare back then. You see what I'm saying? Like, a lot of stuff came out back then. That was one of the stories that came out, but that came because Porsha brought that to the forefront, trying to throw that lady. And I believe everything Shamea said that her mama did. I believe it all. And I believe what you saw with Shamea is when you have those nice people who get picked and picked on and picked on and picked on, and they carry and they carry it, and then they just explode because they can't carry no more. That's what we saw happen with Shamea. But everything that Porsha said was a lie. It was a lie.
Look, let's not forget this. I gotta play this again while you here, because you just reminded me to play this again. This is Kandi talking to Porsha, and Porsha admitting to lying because Kandi brought up that Porsha used to date Block. So Porsha lied. Hold on.
The bus and continue to throw me under the bus and make up about me.
Whether we were friends in the past and did we did, when you take
And I have to pause it, but just remember, what was this? Y'all say what season it was again? I think it was season 9, I guess. Let me know.
Low blows and you say something about me, I'm gonna say something about you.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Now, Porsha.
This is what she talking about. Listen carefully. If you say something about her, she gonna say something about you, regardless of if it is true or not.
Wants to admit that she was lying as retaliation for what was supposedly said about her and Block. She keeps lying over and over again. Pinocchio over here going for broke with the bull.
In this particular instance,
that's her MO.
Okay, every single time. Now here she is lying about Shamea and a pastor. Somebody said Porsha know all the pastors in Atlanta. How everybody dating a pastor?
I will say that I wish my response hadn't have been as much. But at that moment, I didn't appreciate it. And so I just unleashed.
What'd you say now? You can't make stuff up because you didn't like what somebody said? That
and everybody was sitting there. Porsha, Phaedra, Kandi, okay, Sheree. That was a good episode. I gotta go back and watch that.
That's all people need to do. Go back and watch, and they can see what the real deal is, because she's a liar, and she lied on that girl mama, and she lied and stuff because she was embarrassed when the truth came out. But Porsha lied.
Mm-hmm.
That's
all
it.
Right,
Mike.
Thank you, Graceful. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Mimi, I see you keep calling in, but your devices aren't connected, so I can't hear you. Your devices aren't connected. You need to connect your sound and your camera. Even if you're not on camera, you have to have them connected, and then you can turn off your camera. But all of your devices need to be connected. So hang up, click back in, connect all your devices, and I can take your call. Miss J, hey.
Hi, Michelle. Can you
How
guys
you
hear me?
doing?
I'm doing
Welcome.
well. It's been a while since I got on your platform to speak, but I watch occasionally. I enjoy your show.
Thank
Um,
you.
I have a neutral, an objective opinion, and if
Okay.
I'm just speaking on what I watched from this scene, you can definitely see, in my opinion, the pile up. I feel like it's unfortunate for Shamea that she waited, because she definitely dropped the bomb, but she's responding in defense. And because she's responding in defense and too late, is like a doubt, she's coming in too late with it. It seems like it's old and it's dated. And since Porsha, now being more seasoned, a little more polished, she said in the scene, she said, I already knew she had that. So you want to keep that in mind. Since she knew she was going to drop that bomb, I
think she
feel
was
like
lying,
that's
but
why
go ahead.
it's possible she could have possibly been preparing herself, because when you think over the season, guess what Portia's been doing? Acting like she's not going to say anything about Shamea. She's going to keep it cool, as if she's somewhat trying to present this front like she is open to receive Shamea. So when Shamea comes and she says that, and then Porsha responds in defense, or on offense, but in defense to what she said, it seems like, okay, this is why I don't fuck with you. Excuse my language, I apologize. But this is why I haven't been dealing with you, because I knew you've been waiting to say that about my mother, and you've been holding on to that. And if you were my friend, I would not say those things. True enough, Porsha in the past posted that her mom, I guess the beef was that Portia's mom had a business and Shamea's mom bought it. And Shamea never said anything so many years ago about that. But buying a business is different than basically saying your mom is, in essence, what Shamea says, like, like mother, like daughter, indirectly. And I like her strategy, the way she posed herself to defend herself in that moment, like going head to head without the goofiness or trying to be too friendly. But that's why people are misjudging her and it's coming across fake. If she would be more firm and stand in that and would have done that a long time ago, she probably would have been able to better position herself within this cast. But right now, they are kind of like putting her as like an outlier. And with this bomb being dropped the way it's set up, I wouldn't be surprised if they're so slowly getting her because they're like, she's weak, go for it, just push her out. She's gonna leave on her own accord, which is what Porsha wants, because I also feel her storyline is what Portia's line should have been. And I think she wanted Shamea on there when she was with Simon, because you have these two best friends, these Africans with all this money, and then they're coming together. But when her shit fell short, now Shamea has her storyline and she does not like that. And I feel like that's where a lot of that is coming from. And it's sad for Shamea because she does seem to be so sweet and pure. And I feel like that could be why she and Kandi get along. Because remember, Kandi was the emotional, genuine, and I know how you feel about Kandi, but she was the one who was always emotional and genuine because she came across so I think when she cares about people, she latches on and she cares. So therefore, people who care and are very compassionate and they care, they also hurt hard when it's someone that they love that have hurt them. And so her breaking point, we saw that, but that was like it was a pile up, but it's too late. This isn't her world. That I don't think she wants to really play dirty. She wants to have fun, enjoy herself, but she's in a lion's den. And this is why Porsha is like taking her out at the kneecaps. And I feel like even Kay, she, and even Kelly, her friend, they knew Shamea had this information all along because they may talk offline, and they've been telling her just don't release it because you was like, oh, I don't know. Even Kay had said to, I think someone else, I just don't want her to say something she would regret, because she knew that, I think Kay knew she had this information and she didn't want to say that because she knew that could probably be a dagger in this person's back. And then even Kelly feeling the same way. And Kelly's just trying to get in where she fits in. And someone else that called before me mentioned that it was all a setup. Like they're sitting at the table and it's always Drew to kind of like lay it out, or Drew or Angela that comes with the drama. Like, why bring that up about how kumbaya it was? It was so that they can let Shamea know. And she was caught off guard. Yeah, your friend was there too. And we all had this kumbaya moment and you weren't absent. And that hurt her too, because here she has taken this person in and you're kumbaya and I'm here in front of everyone else. So here I go again. And it's just too much for one person that cares a lot. And I hate that for Shamea, because I know and I could tell she still cares about Porsha. And I think she secretly was wanting to rekindle that friendship, because she's always referring to what Porsha, oh, when we were together, we did that. So she's kind of feeding into that stereotype that they've pegged her as a lapdog, or a kiss up, and you just can't move like that in this industry. Porsha already told you who she was when she said to you, when you guys were friends, this is my thing, do this, because if you come on this platform, we are co-workers. Why are you still trying to play as a friend? You need to strategize and play as a co-worker. And then you should have said what you said back then instead of saying it now, because I think it's too late it's just too late for you right now to do that. And I hate that for her, because she seems like a nice girl and she has a beautiful story, especially with her child living with the disabilities and stuff. She has so much that she could bring that is positive, and we need that in our community, to see how you do survive with that as a caretaker, and then still being able to deal and manage with people who are going with things. Because I mean, and in your husband wanting a child and you are afraid, like, can I give him one or not? That's a beautiful story, but you are in the lion's den instead of you fighting for a friendship. You should have been telling your story, and I think that's where she fell short.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your insight. Deep
Yes.
dive. Thank you, Miss Shay.
Thank you.
All right. Hold on, y'all. Oh, it's a lot of y'all back here, Vonda.
Okay, then. So, I wanted to make sure I was let into the ATLien forum before I start talking my shit. Now,
Please clean up your language over here, ma'am.
Okay. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to
Don't be
keep my
coming over
curse
here.
words.
We've been live. We've been clean for an
Ain't
hour,
nobody ain't
18 minutes.
cursed but me. Nobody cursed but me, and I only said
Yeah,
shit.
nobody cursed but you this whole screen. You the only one. Damn.
Okay, okay, Sugar Bee. So this is what I want to say. I believe Shamea is a nice person. I'm not. I don't think she's. I don't think she like really goes out to like deviously hurt somebody and embarrass them. No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, I don't know what conversation she said she had with Porsha. Everything that she's brought up was private conversation. Like she said, Portia said, "No, this is my show. I don't want you to be on there." That was private. I have not seen.
But Kenya said it.
I don't know what's Kenya.
We heard about Kenya said it.
Oh,
Kenya said that
okay,
she had
but
heard the exact same. She said
what?
this last year.
Okay, Sugar Bee. I'm saying I'm just talking about what I've noticed in the relationship between Portia and Shamea. That's all I'm saying. Not about what Kenya revealed and she heard, because we all as women, when we in a group, we gonna talk about each other. That's that
You
to
won't be on
me.
the show no more, friend.
Okay, you brought up Kenya. I was not trying to talk about
No,
Kenya. I
no,
was
what I'm
not.
saying is she told us she spilled this
I don't
tea
know about that. I
after
don't
she
know about.
left the show.
I don't know about that. I'm just
I'm
speaking
telling you
on.
about it. You must have just got here. We done played the clip twice. You just got here.
No, I didn't
Be
just
honest,
say it.
Vonda. You can be honest. You can listen.
I
Don't
just
push me.
got here, but
Okay, well, you missed it.
okay. Don't say I missed it because I'm not even talking about what anybody other what they like a secret they heard. To me, Portia and Shamea was good friends, very very good friends, and I know you love Shamea. Shamea is a beautiful person, good spirited. I know she will give you the shirt off her back. But in the same interim, we got dualities about ourselves.
Ooh,
She's a
okay.
fame whore. She
A
wants to be.
fame whore.
Okay, let me use another one. She
Why
wants to
she
be
gotta
so.
be that?
Okay, let me take whore out of it. She wants to be so famous, it kills her. She wants to be, you know what she would rather than anything to be on the commercial about
What has Shamea done to you to make you feel this way?
I didn't say that. I'm telling you, I just feel her. Like
You
I
feel
know
her.
her.
You just sense that she want to be famous.
She wants to be famous. Just like
Okay.
Kandi, no matter what, Kandi wants to be famous more than anything else. She wants to
Really?
be. Yes, Kandi likes to be liked. That's why she has this image of, Kandi, I'm so good. Yes, but I'm sexually exotic. But I don't want to really tell, and I won't tell if anybody else got exotic with me.
Okay.
That's okay. So this is what I'm saying. Portia and Shamea is hurting. Them two bitches loved each other. They kikied all day. Even though Shamea was in a marriage, she could kiki with Portia and tell her, girl, this shit ain't know what you worked up to be. But it is what it is. And she did the same. Girl, I got Simon here. He another old ass man. He got a young ass girl with him. But you make him feel like he's a number one stunner. Portia was gonna do that. But Portia, to me, what Shamea's mad at Portia is because she left Simon. She left Simon, and Portia is the only child. It's not like us that come up with three or sister siblings. We think of the whole aspect before we move. Our only child be like, man, this shit don't work for me. I'm out. They don't care. They don't care. They're the only child. They don't have to think of other consequences with other people. Now, back to to me, Porsha was being very respectful this whole season to not have any comment really about Shamea. But see, Shamea, I know this type of situation, like when you're in a relationship with Porsha to Shamea is fuck. She's her fuck you girl. Let me stop cursing. You know you got that girlfriend. Said, girl, fuck that job. Leave that job.
Miss
You could do
Vonda,
that.
you said stop cursing and then you cursed again. I gotta go, Miss Vonda. Thank you.
No. Don't go. Shamea, Porsha is the one who always gave Shamea the F you. Girl, it ain't no big problem. I don't care if Gerald is mad he ain't got no boy, but you gave him 2 girls and then you sacrificed. She is that girlfriend for her, whether Shamea is telling it or not. Yes, Kandi is one type of girlfriend, but Kandi is not gonna give you the real because she don't want to step on nobody's toes. Kandi, the same as how Shamea is also the tourist
You got 30
aspect.
seconds, Miss Vonda. 30 seconds.
Okay,
Okay, wrap it up.
so
Wrap it up.
she's missing her girlfriend because for her to bring up about them parents, that was uncalled for. It was unnecessary. They were talking about Pilar, and then how that came out of nowhere, she brought up Pilar. That's how much she loves Porsha. Porsha loves her too. I swear to God, these 2 girls need each other. I swear to God. I think Shamea calmed Porsha down when she 2 freak niggas. Hey girl, pull that in. You know the consequences of that. You better do this, and Shamea is that for her. Oh, you know what the Lord says. Shamea always gonna go back to the Lord, and that brings Porsha grounded. I believe they are 2 best friends, and I wish they wouldn't listen to us here. Just we don't know nothing. We don't know what they went through. I believe that 2 of them girls can be on that show together. I believe they can bring each other.
Thank you, Miss Vonda.
Okay,
Look,
I'm
I
just
said you
saying,
had 30
even
seconds. You done took an hour and a half. I mean, a minute
but
and a half.
even you, Miss Michelle ATLien, you
Yes,
for
ma'am.
you for your people. Tell them 2 girls get it together. Stop
Okay.
bringing up their mother bullshit. Their mother bullshit is some bullshit, and you know how they was drinking and probably you know what I'm saying, back in the 90s or whatever it is when you had the afros, they was chilling and finding their way, and now y'all older. I think Nene, all y'all should say, hey, stop. You 2 little girls, you stop it. We know y'all go way back. You know how, like, when you know go way back instead of about the headlines just to get a click? No, these 2 girls love each other. Shamea is feeling awful, and I believe Porsha is too. Stop with the Porsha is a star. No, she loves
Thank you, Miss
Shamea.
Vonda. You said
All
we said
right,
that.
all right.
I appreciate you. Miss Vonda didn't even hang up the phone. She just put it down. Miss Vonda didn't even hang up. She just
That and then Portia responds.
that's funny. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to get Miss Vonda out of here. Hold on. I can't even kick her out the stage. Oh, there you go. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Lord. Hey, under the sea.
Hey, my sweet baby. How you
How you
doing
doing,
tonight?
friend?
My Adidas princess. Good. Let us talk, baby. First thing first.
Okay.
Um, Portia is so calculated because, mind you, they get the episodes in advance and they just filmed a reunion.
The
So
reunion is over. Exactly.
correct. The reunion is over. So them talking about your mother. Yes, they
Mm-hmm.
talking about your whore of a mother because you
Oh,
have whorish ways.
oh,
And somebody, I'm not sure if it's any validity to it, but they said that she was a love child.
Who was what? Who
They said
Porsha?
Porsha was a little child. She was conceived before marriage, is
Oh.
what the streets is saying. So let me say this: Porsha is the problem. She puts a capital P in problem because from Cordell, the marriage with Cordell, then
Mm.
the divorce of that, then her attacking Kenya, and it was quote unquote Kenya's fault for antagonizing her. Then her attacking Cynthia on the boat, it was because Cynthia was cool all day on the boat, but then was antagonizing her. To her attacking Jamie in the alley like an alley cat.
How they explain
To
away
her
all
then
this stuff though?
attacking Dennis' mother, your daughter's grandmother. You
Mm.
talking about the energy and stuff, but you was attacking the girl's grandmother on the TV show, and then you know slipped and slurped your way to get the Simon. It's just a lot, baby, and I just feel sad for Shamea because what Portia's trying to do is ice the girl out. She's trying to make it to where she's on an island with no support, no visitors, without resources. But I think that's what also got the girl upset because she was seeing the play at hand. While all
Mm.
these other girls don't do you, in the words of Nene Leakes, I will. While you sitting over there looking like Casper the Ghost,
Oh.
she was working. And because Shamea sees the plays at hand, it gets frustrating. And what I don't like as a viewer is seeing this be it being unfair. And
Mm-hmm.
it's so stacked against her. And I feel like she's getting the Kenya treatment from these producers. I feel like the producers are too much on Portia's side and they've been aiding and abetting her in her wrongness. And
Mm-hmm.
she feels like even with her being wrong, she's right because she's never
Mm.
been accountable for these actions. She's
Yep.
able to do the things that she does and get rewarded for it. And it's crazy because now that she's getting a little bit of the comeuppance, she doesn't know how to act. She has to go back to preacher mode and be this
Mm.
evangelist that she is and come off with this holier than now when it's like, girl, that's not even you. You a hoe. You like to eat on peaches on Sunday and then slurp on hot dogs on Tuesday. And it's like you only doing that based upon the
Not peaches
coin
and hot
purse. The coin purse. You only worried about the coin purse. And it's
dogs.
like
Okay.
because I feel like Diane has failed as a mother. And she's about to fail the whole generation because Pilar is seeing this. She's talking about don't talk about your child, but your child
Mm.
can watch this. This is archivable information and clips that your child can go
Mm-hmm.
back and watch their mama at
Mm-hmm.
her 46, 7 years of age out here
So how do
acting
you feel
a
about
fool.
her comeback to Shamea? Do you feel like
I feel like it's
it was
always
a
it's the
lie?
same thing. It's rehearsed. It's the same thing she did to Kelly. It's the same thing she did to Kandi. It's the same thing she
Mm.
did to all the girls. It's always you did this. You tried to get me in the club. You was trying to take me to the sex dungeon.
Oh.
You was with these Africans. You was with the preacher,
Mm-hmm.
African preacher. Like it's just too
They said, how
much.
many preachers did Porsha know? She said Kelly was with a preacher now.
And it's
Shamea
too
with a
much. But now
preacher.
she done opened the floodgates. Now you telling that girl T that you believe is real or that's her past. But now
But,
she got some shit she
somebody
can
has
really
said that to
set it
me
off.
that's close to the show. They said, Shamea need to grow some thick skin and all, because now she's just battling Porsha, and now Porsha fit to go to the dirt, and they gonna come after her marriage. And that's what it felt like with
But
Angela accusing her
Angela,
of sleeping
yes,
with
Angela
Hawks
was doing the
players,
poking.
of
Yep.
all this stuff. It's like they coming for her marriage. That
So
ain't
basically,
it ain't got nothing to do
Angela
with
was
her
over there putting the whole. She was doing the infiltration of it for
now.
Portia to come in and really like fill the holes in. Like it's a
Mm.
play, and I feel like truly original is fucking up the show. In the words of what's the girl who just got off the hill, who with her camera on
Miss
with all the
Vonda.
cursing, Wanda. In the
Uh-huh.
words of Wanda, they effing up the show. And they've been doing it
Okay.
for a couple of seasons because here's the thing. Shamea was supposed to be on the show. They had interest in Shamea in season 10.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
because it was what it was with the marriage piece, it's like you can't say you want me on the show, but you don't want me there. You know what I'm saying? You can't say you're advocating for me and you don't want me to be there because that's fake
But like you said, it's
advocacy.
performative. Like,
It's very
she couldn't say
performative.
she don't want her there. It would make her look bad. So of course she said she wanted her there. Then on the sidelines,
Yes.
be like, I really don't want her. I wish she was just a friend. All of
But
that because at the end of the day, she want to keep her beneath her. And when she
mhm,
come up here, it's all of a sudden people
I don't
gonna be
have no
looking at
need for
Shamea
you.
like, well, Shamea got it all. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? And when they start making that comparison, they see that Shamea really is the real housewife, despite people, all Portia's people in the comment section throwing shade at Shamea. At the end of the day, Shamea got it.
And I think what's happening for Shamea is that her past of her being so loyal is coming
Mhm.
back to bite her because in the scene that somebody was talking about previously when one of your callers about Shamea crying, it was for
Mhm.
her bridal anniversary or something that Kandi was throwing her at the club when it was wearing all white. And that's
Mm.
when Kandi had let it rip that she probably wasn't coming because of what happened, and that's when Sheree had to give the true tease of what was said in the conversation. So I don't know. I think if, like Claudia was saying tonight, I know you don't like her, and you call her colorist
Colorist
Claudia
Claudia, I don't
or
watch them, but
Claudica. I know
who
you
cares
call
what colorist
Claudica
Claudia
that,
said? Honestly, I
but she
don't
was
care.
saying
Don't tell me what she said. I don't want to know because
no,
I
no.
don't
But
want
I'm
to.
just saying a true friendship. I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna summarize what you said. I'm not gonna say it verbatim. A true friendship, if that's your real friend, you wouldn't be envious or jealous of them being in a space, or you
I
wouldn't want
said
them
that too
not to be in
earlier
a space.
tonight. I don't care what
Yeah,
See, that's the thing. I don't like giving Claudia no clout for saying nothing because
because y'all
whatever
got
she
great
said, she
minds.
said.
Y'all think alike. Y'all got great minds.
And I don't care. I don't care what Claudia said. It's about what we say over here.
Gotcha. Over in
No shade.
ATLien world, gotcha. But I'm just saying
Okay,
y'all got great
exactly.
minds, and y'all said the same thing. So it's just like a real friend. If that was your real friend, her being on the show
Look,
is not a
Kenya even
threat to
said it.
you.
Did you see when the clip I played of Kenya? Kenya said it last year.
Yeah, but the thing is, she always gets vindicated because she says the things that always out to play. But people don't have a producer mind or a producer hat or a producer lens, so they can't see it because they're so blinded by the teeth, the hair, the baby hairs, and all the BBL ass that's on the
Mm,
screen. So yeah,
okay.
but I don't think Shamia should go anywhere, baby. Stay there and fight, baby. You're there for
I
a
do too. I
reason.
want her to
Fight,
grow thick skin, and I want
fight,
her to stay and stand strong and just do it. If you
because
know
they
your
tell
marriage
lies,
is
but you know the
strong, then
truth.
stand there and fight it out. Do what you need to do.
Yes, and I was
So,
with K Michelle tonight. That dog pounding stuff that has to cease and desist. We could all have issue, and that's what I had a problem with Cynthia tonight, or last night. Is that even if she brought it on herself, there's a time and place. We all don't have to do it at one time because it gets
mm,
to be too much. And you were friends of people who had it at one time.
mhm.
So girl, that's that. I don't want to take up no time because you got like 9 callers in the back, but I
I
always
do.
have to say this. You know how we end our conversations. Stay loyal, stay blessed, and do what? Keep it straight from the A.
Straight from
And
the
I'm
A.
out.
Thank you. All right. Shout out to Under the Sea, straight from the A.com. Hold on, we have Josie in the back. Hey, Josie, what's up, friend?
Hey y'all,
How you doing?
good. How y'all doing?
I'm good.
I think that even though I like Portia, I can call her out when she's wrong. Like I feel like the problem is with Portia and Shamea. It's like you don't have to be all the way on one side because both of them did stuff. So
Mm,
the issue I had with Shamea is like that she brought up Pilar in front of the other girls. Like, I feel like she should have let that conversation with Portia happen not around them
but
because it
wait,
was
wait, wait, wait,
better.
wait. But Portia brought up Pilar because she was talking about dating. If you recall, Angela brought up Mike, and then Portia started talking about dating, and she said she don't bring a lot of people around her kid, and that's what Shamia was like. Well, speaking of Pilar, you told Dennis not to bring Pilar, around. He can't hang out with my child no more. So that's how that started. Actually, Portia brought her up first.
Yeah, but Shamia should not have, with that being a sensitive subject, and Shamia
How was
should
it
not
sensitive?
have
Portia brought it
said
up.
that. Like, not around them, not around the girls. Like, I feel like Shamia should have said something to Portia not at that time. Like that was the wrong place and the wrong time because it was gonna go nowhere but left. So I feel like with them having so many years of friendship, like I'm honestly disappointed in both of them. And because I don't care what, if me and my best friend, I don't care what I did 20 years ago, 30 years ago, the fact that either one of them would come out and say anything about each other made that type of friendship never find me. Because I don't care what I did 10 years ago. If you know it, we gonna keep, if me and my best friend stop talking today, I would never ever spill the beans on something that she done did. And now the problem is,
Reality show though, friend. Y'all not on a reality show. That's what reality shows do. Like things
and
get
that's why
exposed. But we can go back. Kandi and Phaedra used to be friends in real life, and you see what happened with them. Like the stuff come out, cameras are rolling. They gonna catch stuff. You don't know what you might say when you get mad. It just happens. You know what
honestly,
I'm saying?
not me, because the type of person that I am, I would just peep game and be like, okay, because like I said, y'all were not friends actually, or maybe the friendship was more one side. Maybe Shamea loved Porsha more than Porsha loved her. For this to end up the way that it's ended up, and that's why I just feel like both of them was probably doing stuff back in the day. Both of them know each other's secrets, and now the problem is now Shamea is married. So let's say Shamea did do something while she was married, and Porsha no. Now it's going to ruin the friendship. So that's the only reason why I would want Shamea off the show, not so she can't get back at Porsha or nothing, but just because, like, I don't want to see her marriage broken up over some BS. Like,
They've been married 10 years. I don't think he going nowhere. Not
cause,
over no that
like,
unfounded.
like another caller said, Shamea could have just got on here, spoke about her daughter with disabilities, being cute, keep it cute, didn't pay Porsha does, honestly, like, let them pay each other does, but that's the only reason why I would want Shamea off the show, just to, save her marriage, keep her marriage intact, don't drama no issues, because now talking about each other mamas and somebody with the manager and this and that. Like, it's just too much for y'all to be so called friends for 20 something years.
Okay. Okay. Well, I
So
appreciate your opinion. And we can agree to disagree a little bit. But I understand where you're coming from. I do. But again, we on a reality show. We can expect it, and what it's gonna do is create conversation, and it's good for the show. So it is what it is.
right. Y'all have
Everybody was waiting for this explosive moment. Like, what was Shamea gonna say about Porsha or Portia's mama? What was gonna happen? What's Portia's gonna say about Shamea and her mama? You knew some stuff was gonna happen. We knew it from the very beginning of the season.
Yeah, I just wish that it got so dark. It just got dark. So where it's like I was just like, oh my God, like, but hey, it is what it is. It's TV, so
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate you.
okay, y'all have a good night.
All right, you too. Oh, child. Some nights I don't have no collars. Some nights I got all the collars. Look at this. Hold on. Hey, Mimi, how you doing?
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Great. I've been watching the show a long time. I've been watching you a long time too. This is my first time calling. I think we should probably just stop looking at whether it's Portia's fault or Shamea's fault. I think the main thing that's going on here, the big thing, the big theme this season has been Shamea. And I think what's missing with Shamea is the likability factor. And I'm talking about it from the audience point of view. You know how you said it was colorism? I think it's a little bit of that. Some girls in our lives, we've all had friends and cliques and everything. Some people have an it factor. Porsha has it. And although Shamea has the husband and some stuff that we can really love about her, there's a little bit of a likability factor missing.
So what makes Porsha more likable than Shamea?
She just comes off that way. That's what I'm saying. Maybe your colorism thing has something going on, but she's likable to me. And Shamea, she's not unlikable.
Is she? But she's likable to you. I get it. There are some people who are very charismatic.
She's missing a spark. Yeah, charismatic. Yeah, that's the better word. Yeah, Portia's just more charismatic, and Shamea doesn't have that. And I think you need a little bit of that. she's not unlikable. I'm saying she needs a little bit more spark. And I think people would, she's boring, and she has a great life, but I
And
don't think
Portia
it's
is
a
exciting.
TV life. I don't think it's a TV life, Michelle. I just don't think she has the TV life. She has a great life, a wonderful husband, but it's not reality TV life.
Okay.
That's all. I mean, but I love you. I love her. I love
No, no
Porsha.
problem. No
But
problem. We can
she's
agree to
missing a little
disagree.
spark, and it may be because I'm looking at it from the eyes of a colorist, and I'm not a colorist, but I'm saying maybe, the audience,
Yeah,
like you
because I'm
said,
trying to
not.
figure out what's not likable about Shamea. She's fun. Everybody liked her when she was a friend. Now they don't like her when she's being compared to Portia or when she's on the same level as Portia. So what? Her skin tone pushes her back down a little bit and makes her like a little less likable. Like,
I
what
don't
is
know. I
it?
felt the same way about her when she was a friend. She didn't really, it's just there's no spark for me, and I can only speak for myself. There's no spark. She's missing, like, we've all known the it girls in our lives, and she's just not an it girl, even though she has, everything I guess I should be envious of or admire. It's just like, okay, she's
And
just
Portia
kind
is
of
a debt,
dumb.
and you admire that. You admire she got to move out that house in February. You
No,
admire she had to
I
scheme
don't
and scam.
admire Portia. I'm just saying she's more likable. I'm not envious of Portia. I'm not envious of any of these women, because we all see what we see. We all see what they put out. But,
Uh-huh.
it's just she's more fun to me
Okay.
than Shamea.
No. Okay.
That's
Well,
it,
thank you for your
Michelle. But
input, Mimi. I appreciate you.
thank you, Michelle. Love you.
All right, love you more. Shout out to Mimi. Hold on, we got Treese in the back. Hey, Treese, what's going on?
Can you hear me, Michelle?
Oh, yeah, you're a little loud though, friend. What's going on? Hey.
Is that lower?
We gonna work
Is that
through it.
good?
We're gonna work through it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Is that still too loud?
It's just it sounds like you underwater or something. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, well, I'll drop down and come back in because I don't know what's going on. This is my first time calling.
Oh, okay, no worries. I'll look for you.
Well, I'll just make it quick. I just want to say, I'm gonna be honest. Your callers, like how we have like a literacy crisis in America, and I feel like people aren't gathering what's actually going on. Like, take away your parasocial attachments to these people because we don't know them. And if you just pay attention to what they show us, if you remember in season 7 and 8, Porsha and Phaedra connected through trauma of divorcing. But if you also recall, even later, Porsha did like a whole 180 to thought mentality after her divorce with Cordell. And all of these callers have been making all of these excuses for this grown, overgrown, midlife woman. Like she's a child. This lady has been manipulative and she's a liar. She's been lying since she's been on the show. She has been lying, and I don't understand how people, I don't know, is it the BBL? Is it the wigs? Like, I don't understand, what's going on? Why are everybody, just dismissing all of this girl's bad behavior and attaching it to Phaedra and this person and that person? Phaedra and Porsha both got super close to Nene, and they snaked her the hardest. Do we not recall this? And we're trying to act like Shamea is just after Porsha, or Shamea is not the it girl. Shamea actually have real skills. What does Porsha have aside from a big booty and popping cat all over Atlanta? Let's be real.
Okay.
Yeah, popping it. She pops it. That's how she got signed. Come on.
New teeth. They like her teeth. They like her wigs. They like her boobs.
All of it's fake. What's real? What's real?
Oh.
Like, let's be for real. She faked about even her activist granddaddy or whoever he was. She faked being a preacher. She faked being a trophy wife. She faked being like she's fake. We can only go off what they show us because remember we don't know these people in real life. So based on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, she's fake. Everything about her is fake.
Okay.
I actually stopped watching it when Nene left. After how everybody on the show did Nene bad, I stopped watching the show. I only get my information from you, and I look on Instagram. That's it. I don't give them my views. But I'm going off of past information what Porsha showed us from the beginning. And y'all acting like this grown lady is a child, like she doesn't have autonomy, like she doesn't have a mind of her own. She plays the naive role, the gullible role, and y'all fall for it. Like y'all dense? Like, come on, y'all. We gotta stop it. All of these ladies are grown.
I agree. Because they make excuse after excuse about Porsha. And I'm not saying that Shamea has been perfect angel or whatever, but it's like what Porsha has done, everybody be like, well, I think Phaedra had something to do with it. Or she just did that because of this.
Exactly.
Excuse every single time at this Porsha.
Every time. But let it be Nene. Let it have been Nene. Everybody would have been dragging Nene for filth. If Nene was in this situation, everybody would have been dragging her for filth. But since it's Porsha, because Porsha played that stupid role, like she don't have no doggone brain, but somehow Porsha ends up in all of these fake relationships. Somehow she scammed Simon, but it was Simon. Simon was the scammer. But she's living, come on. But she got to move, though. And let's not even talk about Miss Diane. People want to talk about somebody pulling strings. Miss Diane is pulling the strings. I think another caller said how she's slipping and slurping all over Atlanta. Yeah, she learned that from her mammy. Because why you getting a BBL at your big grown age? Like, let's be for real. You try to live through your daughter. Because you can no longer pop the cat to get who you want, so you sending your daughter out there to get it, because you can't get it no more. I'm tired of the shenanigans. We gotta stop it. Stop making excuses for grown folks, like they don't have a brain, like they're not capable of making their own decisions. Now y'all getting on here. I'm a little tipsy. Okay, but y'all getting on here drunk, talking all that mess, yelling all that stuff, acting like y'all did. See, y'all just like Porsha. That's why y'all supporting Porsha, because y'all want Porsha's lifestyle. But see, y'all sitting up here trying to make Shamea the villain because she's dark skinned and she's paid and she's sitting pretty. Again, that girl got actual skills. Y'all always caping for these thoughts, but y'all, excuse me for cursing, but y'all shit on the actually educated girls, the ones who actually got motion. Y'all for these thoughts with the BBLs and the wigs. That's all Porsha does. BBL, I'm gonna show ass and I'm gonna shake this wig.
You better preach.
But Shamea actually has stuff going on outside of RHOA. Okay? Porsha only got back on that show because Simon dropped her after she tried to strong arm that man, her and her mammy, and that man.
Oh, not the mammy and the man.
Y'all gotta stop it.
Porsha brought her mama a house for her mama's birthday.
Exactly. Now, why Miss Diane ain't got her own house? And like I said, she living through her daughter. She's living through her daughter. But y'all want to keep on trying to bring Phaedra in there. Phaedra is playing her cards close because let's not forget Porsha snaked Phaedra and cried during that reunion. Are we forgetting?
Ooh.
Who said that? Remember that? Trying to act like she ain't know nothing. when Phaedra, Porsha, and Carlos was in that together? Are we forgetting?
Oh, we haven't forgot.
No, they forgetting to share all these callers been forgetting. They sitting there making excuses for Phaedra and she is my dog on 40. She is in her 40s. She is not ditzy anymore. You could have said she was ditzy when she was still with Cardell, but that lady, you can't say she ditzy no more.
We ain't forgot. Oh, Miss Diane.
I'm tired of it.
And the BBL child. Ooh,
the BBLs, Michelle.
BBL.
How old is Miss Diane getting a BBL? You trying to keep up with your daughter? Like, come on.
Like 70, I don't know.
Now she could have done. Lord, I ain't gonna even speak that because my mom's still alive and I don't want nothing happen to my mama. So I ain't gonna even say what I was just finna say. But you too doggone old to be going under cosmetic surgery trying to keep up with these young girls out here because I don't want to get off topic or whatever, but all kind of stuff coming out about these BBLs. Bye to you, Yvette. You call in if you don't want to hear no more.
Oh, I'm listening.
I sure am hollering peaches. You call in if you don't want to hear my voice.
You better preach, honey. All right.
But I'm going to drive down so you can get some more callers because these people in the chats always talking mess, but they'll never call in. This is my first time calling in. I'm going to call in more often. I don't care what these people say. Yeah, I'm going to come off whoever this is.
Them, child. Don't worry about them. All right, thank you.
I ain't worried about them. They just mad because I'm reading Porsha. So they just mad about that.
You know, all the pampered Porsha people get mad, but
yeah, no problem.
All right, bye-bye.
All right.
Yes, the people be paying attention. Let me see what Carla gonna say. Hey, Carla. You muted. Unmute. You are muted, Carla.
I'm calling in. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hey.
Uh-oh. What you say?
You can't hear me? Oh, Lord. It's
I'm
StreamYard.
unmuted now.
I can hear you, but you got to hang up and call back.
Okay, hey. Yes. So, I cannot hear you.
Okay, go ahead. Hang up and call back.
Okay, hey. Okay.
Okay. Sometimes StreamYard does that, and I don't know why. It was doing fine for a minute. Hold on, we got, who is this? Carmen in the back. Hey, Carmen.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How you doing?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm good.
I've been watching you forever, and it's my very first time I said I want to catch you live because I've been watching, and there's so many things I want to say about this situation. First of all, to me, this is our entertainment. I don't believe Shamea, what she said about Porsha mama, and I don't believe what Porsha said about Shamea mama. And the reason why I say that, it's a blogger out there that just posted a post from 2005 where Shamea is saying, oh, I love Miss Diane. She's the best person in the world. That's going to be my friend forever. So my thing is, if she did this to your mom, first of all, she ain't going to be my friend. So that's why I just think
how you know she didn't just find out about it? We don't know the timeline.
No, it's been said. This not just coming out now. You know, this been said. It's not like they just found out in this year. This went back a long time ago. Just like the caller that said that if this 20 years, we talking some 30 years. That don't have nothing to do with Shamea or Porsha. That's the moms. That's the moms' beef. But what I don't like about them two, and I love them all. I love everybody but the little mini one, the little mini girl. Me and my friend, Kelly. Sorry, I don't really call her mini. But me and my friend, I'm going to the grave. I don't care. I had a friend over 30 years. We fell out. And all them secrets, they going to the grave with me. I don't care how mad you get. True friends, you do not air out your dirty laundry. Not on TV. And I understand, like you said, it's entertainment. I mean, you know, it's a reality. But to me, it's entertainment. But what, and I want you to call, what's her name? Sherelle, because she always talks about the Sherelle world. I think that's her name, her and her husband. Now, she got some tea on Gerald and Shamea. Now, you could probably research it. But she's talking about sure what's going on in their little family with their little money and what's going on. So I want, if you get a chance.
That's been going around for so long that he got lawsuits and blah blah blah. But
No,
he's a
no, no, not
businessman. What?
lawsuits that he
I don't want to know. Don't tell me no other blogger
Okay,
secrets. I
okay,
don't want to
okay,
know no
okay,
other
okay.
blogger
Just
secrets.
find out from
Okay,
it. Okay,
I
but
go look.
yeah, but I'm, like I said, I ain't fan of none of them. I just think all this is just entertainment. And then for everybody saying, I don't think that Porsha is jealous of Shamea. I think the fans are, because Porsha doing her. You know, they're two different person. Porsha like to do what she do, and Shamea is the housewife. And I'm not mad at neither of them, but why is it got to be that we black people always got to say we got to be jealous of somebody? No, why we can't? Why can't she just have her fun, do what she want to do, and Gerald, you know, and Shamea do what she do? Watch, Porsche got to be jealous of her. I'm not understanding this situation. You know, it's like, and the fans, they more mad. They calling in, oh, they Porsche fans, but it's not just Porsche fans. All the fans, we all take up for who we like. That's why I'm just being neutral with them all. I love them all. Like I said, I just wish that this comes, that they can get over this and get back friends, and let it go. Get off of these shows, because these white shows, they just making us black folks.
But if they get out the shows, what we gonna talk about?
Well, I'm just saying, or come with some better life. You know, I like to hear Shamea about her daughter. You know, how's she doing? You know, it's positive stuff. All
Y'all
this
be boring.
negativity.
Yes, that'll be boring. We need some drama.
No, but no. You know, they don't do that to the white housewives. They don't do that to the white housewives. They want us
Yes,
to
they
look
do.
stupid.
The White Housewives be having all the drama and they been sleeping with XYZ brother, sister, cousin. You seen Rhode Island?
No, I don't watch all. No, I don't watch
Yeah,
them.
the White Housewives be off the chain. What are you talking about?
And then the thing with the kids, I have two boys. Me and my friend, we broke up. No, my kid's not going nowhere. I'm sorry. Now, if the baby daddy cool with the husband and them, I don't have a problem. You go take them over there. But me personally, no, that friendship dead. My kids, no, it's off limit. You know, but I just hope these two can work it out, come back to each other, and all that stuff. Let that be kitchen talk for y'all. They got to figure a way to come back with this. But we don't know what's going to go on at that reunion, because could be a lot of receipts from I'm heard was showed at the reunion.
Yeah, why Porsha acting like she ain't know? Like, I'm just now hearing this. The tweet she said, and then she threw out all them lies about Shamea. It's like,
I
I
just say it's
understand why.
entertainment. I just
Yeah,
say
it's
it's entertainment. They
entertainment.
entertaining us.
It's just
They got us
creative
talking.
buzz.
They
And
got us
and
talking
and
about
and Kandi even called her out for spreading lies in retaliation. So it's just, I don't know, it's just messy.
Yeah, it's I just hate this for both of them. I love them all, both of them, but I just hope they can come back from this.
Because my thing is, why you can't spill tea on your friend without coming for her marriage and talk about who she's sleeping with and all of that? Like, nobody's been dragging Porsha about how many men she been effing. You know what I'm saying? So,
And
I
you
don't
know
know.
what, too? And that's another thing I hear how the fans say, oh, she slept with all these many people. You know what? These fans kill me like they Virgin Marys. I bet you half of these callers that had 20, 30 men in their bed. So what? Let them do what they want to do. If they want to fuck every time they can hear, so what? I don't care.
So why is
should
that
we
the
care?
read? That's my point. Why is that the read? And it's
Oh, yeah, I
only a
don't know.
read
That
to the
should
married woman. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Angela came forward, you sleeping with the
Yeah.
Falcons in the house. And then,
Yeah,
you know,
Angela,
it's like,
she was wrong for that. I like the Angela, but yeah,
they all wrong for that.
she was too much
Especially when the woman is
Angela.
married. I don't like
Shamea for that. She need to worry about what's going on with her and Charles Oakley. You worrying about Shamea, but yeah, and then Kelly with that
That's why they
$70,000.
need to bring Sheree on. You know, Sheree and Charles Oakley used to be a thing.
Yeah, let's say we bring Sheree. You know what? I want the old gang back. I prefer the old gang. All these new people, get rid of all of them. Bring all the old ones back, and I think we have a better show.
I think so too.
Okay.
Well, thank you, friend. Thank you for calling.
You're welcome. You have a good night.
All right, you too. Oh, I've been on 2 hours. I'm gonna take one more call. Hey, Carla. Carla. Lord, she still can't hear me. All right, I guess that's the Lord.
I can't hear nothing.
Carla.
Oh, hello?
Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you. I was hearing you. But anyway, I'll just talk.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
No, I can't hear you, but I see your mouth moving. But I'll just talk because I hung up and came back. Okay. So I just want to say I'm happy that the tide is finally turning and people are starting to see you know, Shamea's real heart, because it was getting really hard to watch this show. And this comes from, I have loved Porsha for a long time, but after the Simon stuff, it was like, I can't keep defending this person because her character is just way different than what I can support. So that's been unfortunate. But Shamea, you know, I think she is getting stronger. I think this is a genuine story because we're seeing a friendship breakdown. And I think Shamea is realizing in real time that Porsha was not as vested in the friendship. And I do think Porsha has intentionally iced her out. I think her warming up to Kelly intentionally was to make Shamea feel like she's on an island. And Shamea clocked it. You know, even Cynthia has been disappointing. I'm like, where is the voice of reason? Even though she always has kind of flip-flop. So anyway, I'm just glad that the audience now is like taking up for Shamea, seeing like the little stuff behind the scenes, because that, you know, it makes it hard to watch to see people gang up on her.
Okay, thank you so much, Carla. She can't hear me, but I appreciate you, Carla. We appreciate your input, friend. All right. I appreciate everyone who called in. We had a whole bunch of team Shameas and a whole bunch of team Portias. I allow everybody to have their say, but if you just get in here, please rewind and you'll know what I thought about it. Okay. We also shared a lot of receipts. We went back in the archives, pulled some of the archives, said what Kenya Moore has said about Shamea and Porsha, said what Kandi has said about Porsha always lying in retaliation, and then you make your own assessment from that. Okay, y'all, don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you are not subscribed. If you are not a member of my Patreon, head over to my community tab, click the link and join my Patreon for private tea over there in the $5 and above tier. And I will see you guys in the next video. Hey, and don't forget, leave a comment down below, even if you was in the live comment. I want y'all to leave a comment down below and tell me if you are team Porsha or team Shamea, and tell me why, because I need to know, because some of y'all don't be giving me no good answers. Porsha is just likable, Shamea is just unlikable. I need to know why. Okay, just let me know. Okay, I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Good night, squad.
Go to sleep. It's late in Atlanta. Good night.
Good night.